What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another banger video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a highly anticipated video, Linker, the Atropa of cDAI. We're going to be covering what is Linker, who's behind it, what is the purpose behind it. Guys, this is utility. This is what truly blockchain stands for, the decentralization, the PRC20 narrative that's never been done before, that's only possible in PulseChain. So yeah, I'm going to make this a beginner-friendly video to welcome you into the ecosystem. So yeah, as I said, everything has to do with this main token, the Atropa of cDAI. We're going to also talk about what is cDAI. So that is a PRC20. So yeah, this is the main token of the ecosystem Linker, which I'm going to have the link in the description. Yeah, it is just under 1 million market cap. So technically, this still counts as an alpha video. And if you guys were watching my previous videos, I actually talked about Linker at the end of one of my videos when it was around 320k market cap, and it was somewhere around here, I believe. Yeah, right around there. And then the next couple of days it went all the way up to 2.3 million market cap, which is pretty cool. So yeah, since then I have been keeping an eye on it, and I didn't want to make a video when it was near all-time high, so I waited till the correction, which this is how crypto moves, guys. It always goes up, does a retracement, and then it goes back up again. As long as that lower that low is still a higher low. Do you get what I mean? Because of course, as long as it is higher than the previous low, it is still a bullish trend, right? Because there's a difference between a retracement and a reversal, so keep that in mind. But this is looking very bullish. So from all-time high to where we are right now, that is a minus 56%, and then obviously it went all the way down to minus 71%. So that's a beautiful buy zone for the next leg up. But what is Linker? As we saw, that's a beautiful community made graphic, which I really love, guys. It's a strong community that's growing, and it makes me feel like I'm early as well. By the way, quick disclaimer, okay, before we go further into this rabbit hole, which I'm so excited. This is one of those projects that I've actually been DCAing slowly in the past weeks. Guys, if you were in my Telegram group chat, you'd know all about this. Let me tell you. Okay, so join my Telegram. Like, you will not regret it. It's highly productive. I don't allow any shill messages. Everyone helps each other there, which is the whole point of the community. I'm so proud of it. Yeah, it's been an honor, guys, leading this community. I'm very proud of what I've built here, having a community that's helping each other, even when I'm not there, answering each other's questions. Full of genuine conversations as well. I've seen people talk about, give me video ideas, and it was actually from there where I found out about Linker. So big shout out to whoever was sharing it there as well. So before we jump into it, I do want to remind people that I don't recommend anyone to sell your main bags, whatever you're holding, to jump in on this one. This is still high speculation. I'm also not saying that this is going to become bigger than Atropa or it's going to replace Atropa. Those are two projects on separate lanes with different paces. Do you understand this? You don't have to go all in on one of them. You can be having the best of both worlds. I've seen this a lot in PulseChain where people are so tribalistic, where you have to choose one side, and that's exactly what I disagree with. You can be on multiple projects at the same time. You can DCA into both of them. The thing like I've seen with PDAI and PHEX, which one's going to go to $1. A project doesn't need to lose for another to win. So do remember that. And of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not guaranteeing any returns from this. I'm purely covering this as an educational and a very cool narrative with utility. Like, this is actual utility. So without further ado, guys, we're going to show you guys this clip here from Zoom Truth with Pulsechain Maxi, which, shout out to him, he is following me. I'm going to follow him back. Support the peg. If you're ready to blast off with PDAI and PWC, which, those are my two favorite PRC20s, then grab a bag of Linker. Hold on, the missing link, the final missing link. And then let's watch this clip. Guys, I actually, when I first watched this clip and I was researching, I swear to God, I got the goosebumps, because it's so crazy that Richard Hart is so clear to me that he wants this whole PRC20 narrative, especially with PDAI and PWC, to stay a speculation. It's too soon for him to come out and say, yeah, PDAI, I'm behind PDAI. You know what I mean? Like, we still have a lot of whales. We still have a lot of shakeout periods, which we're going through one right now. You know what I mean? We need it to be more distributed, so whales will have less of a selling power and much more. Anyways, that's for another video. But let's see what this clip is talking about.
And risk having their users sue them? I have no idea, but we're going to find out real soon. We're going to find out real soon. There's some really, algorithmic stablecoins going to be worth more because they don't require a dollar bank account to back them.
Unlike USDT.
Don't know.
That's actually partially backed. We don't even know how much they're backing their supply.
I can't wait to find out. This is going to be crazy. How many people are going to spend their time being rewarded as a liquidity provider to arb the difference between ETH versions of tokens and Pulse versions of tokens? And how big does that market get? What is, you're just like, wow, there's a lot of really cool stuff going on here that's never been done before. This is innovation. This is going to be exciting.
Ooh, oh my God, never been done before. And he talked about it, guys, about creating LPs between the PRC20 and the ERC20. We had that on PulseX when the PWC farms were available. Right now they're disabled, but I think he's going to strategically re-enable them, and that will be a clear sign that he's, of course, behind this narrative. But I think he's going to play the game of time, which will exhaust a lot of the non-believers. I also want to thank the YouTube members who are choosing to support my small channel. Thank you very much for supporting me, and I appreciate every single one, even the long-term viewers who never commented before, never liked it before. That's absolutely fine. You just watch my videos. That's more than enough. I really love my community. I read all the comments. Thank you very much, guys. And shout out to everyone. Shout out to the highlighted comments here. Heart with Dog, which I will be making a video of them very, very soon. Big shout out to their meme coin, by the way. They're making a manga based on PulseChain characters, guys. Imagine. I'm going to be in it as well. Okay, I'm going to be in it. That's so cool. So go check them out. Heart with Dog as well. Thanks for bringing the fresh alpha, brother. Thank you. And then here from Liam, great video. PulseChain's all the way, best place to be, guys. And I truly do believe this, okay? With 1,000+ hours of research in the past year, learning about not just about PulseChain, but learning about other blockchains and just generally the purpose of crypto, I actually realized that I'm really in the right place. Okay, and by the way, the YouTube members, they know about my findings and how I think about the crypto markets in general, because they have access to my weekly exclusive members videos. So yeah, there's that. Let's get back to the video now. So jumping into what is a linker, what is it trying to fix, what is its utility, its purpose. This is a great tweet from Tenshi. Pulse, big shout out to him, by the way. He follows me as well, so I'm going to follow you back. Let's see this tweet. It will summarize a lot of the things that we need to know. So these are docs available in the Telegram chat, but I'll post them here. So yeah, I'm going to also link the Telegram chat here, which I might as well start with it, because these are some of the pinned messages that I want to go through. So are we still holding off buying cDAI, right? Which the whole thing is actually to fix cDAI, guys, which is, this is the chart of it. You can see here, every time it kind of goes up, it gets brought down because it does have a minting vulnerability. And this is to do with the fact that the oracle is not correctly functioning. Okay, so we need to be able to take over the DAO that's controlling it so that we can fix the oracle. That's basically one of the main utilities of a linker. So yeah, going back to this, are we still holding off buying cDAI? Holding a small bag until the minting is resolved. Main focus right now is linker. So that's very true. And here's a reply from the community made group chat owner, Ponzi Chad, says, but currently it is not profitable at all. But what's stopping from price going up is flash loans. So whenever it just goes above gas fees and profit flash loans are executing, inflating the supply. But as a group, we also have helped the situation and also worked with this dev for a solution. Whilst we are unaware who they are, we found connections between linker and the linker deployer and the 0000 wallet that have helped peg PSDC to PDAI using the MakerDAO for the right reasons, guys. And this is huge. This is actually one of the reasons why this makes it. It shows that this anonymous dev, that he's not doxed. And a quick reminder: Atropa started off as an anonymous benevolent actor in this ecosystem, just so you guys know. I'm not saying that he this dev, his name basically goes by 877, the 877 wallet dev. We're not sure that he's gonna dox himself at any point, really. I don't think obviously it would help if he did, but I think he has proven his benevolence in multiple factors. Number one, as you mentioned, that he was linked to a wallet 0000 that, guys, that pegged the PSDC to PDAI. Do you remember that event that happened, like, I think a couple months back? Yeah, it was him that was behind it. He played around, he tested the functionality, he proven the functionality of the PMaker vault in PulseChain, guys. This is huge. It's like a smaller scale, very smaller scale of pegging PDAI to $1, but it's actually PSDC to PDAI. So this is what happened. It used to be the PSDC, one of the main P stables, it used to be around half the price roughly to PDAI. And then all of a sudden, guys, look at this. Once you know what you're doing with the PMaker vaults, guys, look at this. He was able to, I don't know, I think he was using flash loans to basically balance out the price of PSDC to peg to PDAI. So it's literally 1-to-1. You can see that this is an actual, like it's like a stable coin, like it's reacting to the price changes of PDAI and it's changing itself accordingly. It's pretty cool. This is actually pretty cool. But yeah, going back to the main tweet, the deployer wallet, I'm going to leave all the links in the description. You can see here the 877 BAF, we call him 877. The developer has used this wallet to communicate with our community several times. The developer wallet is connected to the following, the one that we said, right? 000. And then he does leave 2 proof links that are tweets from 9iron Capital. This wallet is known to have interacted with the PMaker vaults and was the wallet which pegged USDC 1-to-1 with PDAI. And then basically the 2 proof tweets that he linked there, one is from the 9iron Capital. If you scroll down, you can see here the wallet conducting the test is, and then there you go, the 0000. And here's the other tweet from Xeon. Big shout out to him. Proof, 46 days ago, the tick function was called by this address, the 0000. This was one of the addresses used to peg USDC/DAI. This shows us that the contract is functioning properly and an auction can be initiated as the tick function is used to restart the time on the auction. So going back to the tweet, we're going to read a paste bin from a message that the 877 developer says. And I want you guys to judge what kind of person he is from the way that he's speaking, the way that he's envisioning his motivations, guys, behind the decentralized nature of PulseChain. Right, the fact that it's true DeFi. Let's see what he has to say. My ultimate goal is to improve this ecosystem. I enjoy creating experimental projects and playing with different tokenomics/mechanics. Not every token I deploy will have a specific purpose. Linker might or might not succeed in absorbing enough comp to stabilize the protocol. Even if it doesn't, it is designed to grow its liquidity. We still depend on inactive accounts to increase the circulating supply on PulseChain. Ethereum projects have not been particularly supportive of PulseChain or Richard Hart. However, I believe I've already achieved my goal of raising awareness about the vulnerabilities of cDAI and protecting users from further exploitation. What you've witnessed over the past few days is the collective power of you and your community when not subjected to exploitation. cDAI was being used for stealing, and that is why I had to step in. Thank you to everyone who has placed their trust in the work I'm doing. So amazing. These are beautiful words to hear from someone. It's clear to me, guys, and you will see from the other messages that he has to say. But before we get to the other messages that he had to say and other achievements that we've done here in PulseChain, such as creating a fully working, guys, messaging service. It's like kind of a Reddit, but built and stored on blockchain, guys. It's so crazy. Like, it's so exciting. It's not like NFTs, guys, where technically you might think, and this is contrary to public belief, everyone thinks the image is actually stored on blockchain. What they don't know is that, no, the only thing that's stored on the blockchain, on that non-fungible token, is actually just a hash number. And that hash number is actually linked to an image using either IPFS, whatever, on Web 2, so on a normal server that may or may not exist in the future. So yeah, this is why this is very huge. The fact that we have a form that's fully stored on the blockchain. So looking at the summary here, DAI inflation issue. cDAI is being inflated, and we're collaborating with the benevolent dev 877, creator of Linker, to vote for corrections using PComp. So the background. Compound is a platform, so it's also a DAO, where you can lend your crypto or borrow crypto. So cDAI, what is the purpose of cDAI? When you lend DAI on the Compound platform, the platform gives you a token called cDAI. This cDAI represents your DAI that you have deposited in the platform. Earning interest. The value of cDAI increases over time. This is because Compound is lending out your DAI to other users and paying you interest in return. As the interest grows, your cDAI balance increases, even though the original amount of the DAI you deposited stays the same. Malevolent miners. Minting. If the price of cDAI is higher than PDAI, you can use PDAI to mint cDAI and make a profit. If the reverse is true, you can use cDAI to mint PDAI. Flash loans allow you to borrow crypto quickly, even without owning it, to take advantage of these price differences, but this relies on having advanced crypto knowledge. Compound doesn't have an oracle in place on PulseChain, so the price disparity can exist for a while, giving an opportunity for arbitrage and for malevolent miners to take advantage, which is what they have been doing with cDAI. This is where Linker steps in. So looking at the second page here, Linker's role in repairing cDAI. The Linker is a token designed to fix cDAI's inflation and price issues by leveraging PComp tokens, the Compound's governance token. The PComp tokens are used to vote in the Compound's DAO to make governance decisions, including improving the oracle to prevent flash loan exploitation, automatic LP creation. Every time Linker is traded, it automatically creates a liquidity pool with PComp tokens, which we're going to get into that in a second. His basically target, I believe his target is to accumulate 200,000 or 400,000 PComp. I'm not sure which one's, but it is one of those two numbers. And he's obviously using that. This is why he created Link. And the thickest LP of PComp is actually with Linker. So now you can imagine the arbitrage bots and whoever is buying and selling every trade, because it's a V2 Uniswap basically formula, it adds a little bit it basically makes the LP tokens thicker and thicker, adding the unit number of comp in the liquidity. So basically making the liquidity thicker. And that's very smart. Like, it's a very smart way of gathering more comp from just providing liquidity. This process helps add liquidity to the market, making it easier for users to trade while also increasing the supply of comp tokens in the system. No tax on transactions. Linker's mechanism doesn't take any transaction fees, making it an attractive system for users to participate in. Higher Linker price is equal to more comp accumulation. As the price of Linker increases, more comp tokens are accumulated due to Linker's automatic buy and add liquidity mechanism. Massive activity. The Linker tokens developer is pushing 50 plus swaps per second, creating a large and active liquidity pool. Linker is now the largest comp LP. This is what I just mentioned. Linker is already the largest liquidity pool for comp tokens, increasing its influence in Compound's DAO. And here, the final page here. How do you know this developer is benevolent? And that's what we just read. Developer's wallet, and then you have the developer has used this wallet to communicate with other community several times. The developer wallet is connected to this wallet, which we talked about. He's responsible for the one who pegged PSDC to PDAI. So very cool stuff. We know that 00 wallet is also connected to the BAF, so that's 877 BAF, because we have decompiled the contract, which is making LP pushing the swaps. The contract was made by the BAF wallet, and embedded in the contract is that 0000 wallet. So pretty cool stuff. This is very useful. Big shout out to Tenchi for sharing this, and big shout out to whoever wrote this document. It might be Tenchi as well. But what I want to show you guys next is one of the latest developments is actually the whole thing I spoke about, the forums website that's fully backed on a blockchain. You can see here there's multiple pages. And these are all messages from the dev himself. You can see here the last 6 digits of his wallet address. So that is the dev. And yeah, you can see a few of the messages that he's saying. Now, I'm going to read the community board, which technically, by the way, even you can connect and write a message. I believe it costs 10 or 20,000 pulse. Like, it's nothing. And you can add your message. Like, you can see people are saying, hello, hi, happy new year. So we're going to filter, and I just want to read the last few messages. Okay, this is one of his latest messages. And I want to read this one. And it really gives you a sense of, like, it gives you what kind of character he is, and which I really do like. I agree with a lot of the things that he's saying. Okay, so let's see what he says. And this is January 4th, by the way. So this is yesterday, 7 p.m. So I would say basically 24 hours ago. Running a PulseChain validator node is out of reach for many people. Tutorial on that very soon. However, for those with financial means and technical skills, it's a fantastic way to support the network. For others, learning how to solo mine Monero is a great alternative. While you're unlikely to earn much from it, you also won't lose much by running it for a few hours a day, even on old hardware. Plus, you'd be supporting decentralization, a noble endeavor. Paying $20 to transfer Ethereum or swap tokens isn't the kind of decentralization any of us envisioned. Absolutely. Layer 2 solutions controlled by major corporations with strong government ties don't align with the ideals of those who believed blockchain could make the world a better place. Unfortunately, those days are long gone. The current cycles are driven by retail investors chasing the next big trend. often sparked by media stories about someone becoming a millionaire from tokens like Fart Bump Daddy. Okay, I don't oppose this entirely, but I believe that in the long term, real utility will prevail. Not every project with good intentions will succeed, but their experimentation contributes valuable data, helping us learn what works and what doesn't. Some shoot coins are generally funny, but when entire chains rely on the deployment of 500 new tokens daily, I believe he's referring to Solana, the absolute blockchain that has a JIT problem, guys, and 99.99% of which are forgotten within days. Absolutely. This is also TikTok is responsible for this. Let me tell you, it's making people have goldfish mind attention spans. 3 seconds, guys, where a meme survives for 6 hours, 12 hours, and people are already thinking, oh, what's the next meme I should invest to? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's disappointing when transaction fees surpass the cost of buying stocks at a traditional broker, and those fees line the pockets of a select few is disheartening. I'm a strong supporter of free markets, but as users and consumers, we must reject exploitative practices. This isn't about PulseChain, Linker, Oracle, or any specific project. It's a heartfelt message urging people to remember that crypto isn't just about chasing a 10x return. I'm always happy to help anyone who wants to learn Solidity, which I'm learning, by the way, and I'm building a DApp. More info on that whenever it comes out. But yeah, learning Solidity, it's very important, guys. Always keep learning. You know, I'm a student of life. I always share the knowledge as well because I believe in shared knowledge is equal to knowledge squared. So it's a win-win for everyone here. I don't need to gatekeep those information. You know what I mean? There's enough money in this world for everyone to win, everyone to make money in an honest way as well. So this is why I love PulseChain. Like, we got people like this, guys. Understand how PulseChain works or explore crypto in general. More importantly, remember to prioritize improving yourself. Oh, absolutely. That's what I always say. Money comes second. It's knowledge that has to come first. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah. Learn a new skill. Grow in your passions and take care of your family. Focusing on these will bring you more happiness and stability than gambling your financial future away. A few important reminders. Never share your private keys or your seed phrase. Back them up securely. Your devices could fail, get stolen, or lost. Don't trust anyone on the internet with sensitive information. Keep your holdings private. Sharing your crypto wealth won't impress anyone. It'll likely make you a target. Take care of yourself and stay safe and keep learning. This is exactly what I talk about, by the way. And yeah, I do talk a lot about this where I tell people, do not share your crypto holdings to anyone and don't tell them where you store your crypto. This is one of the operational security of crypto, which I just want to give a quick reminder and I guess an announcement that will be specifically to you guys, the Linker community. I have made a complete crypto and DeFi security guide that, you know, mainly to the people who are new to crypto. This will be very important. I've had cases where people reached out to me that have fallen victim, they have lost money, unfortunately, not because they've made an incorrect investment. It's because they didn't understand the good practices within crypto, or what are the different attack vectors that you can get either hacked or socially engineered. So yeah, this is a 6-video series where you will learn a lot of things from operational security, the things that I just mentioned, and what the 877 wallet mentioned, the CIA, the confidentiality, integrity, and availability, identifying and avoiding scams, social engineering, especially in the realm of Telegram. You know, I even mentioned how you should tweak a few settings. I even talk about wallet management, you know, the difference between a seed phrase and a private key, how, you know, the seed phrase can create the master key that then generates the different branches, the different derivative paths, and then obviously the private key and how it's a one-way function. I also talked about how you can protect yourself against single point of failures by having multiple shares of your seed phrase. So you can do a Shamir backup, or if you want to have other people that you trust that want to act on your behalf, you can do an M of N, or basically multi-sig wallet. So I talk about that. I also have a live segment where I've gone through multiple examples of malicious smart contracts. So again, also teaching you how to read Solidity in a very quick way to see if there's any malicious contracts, do the basic checks, and as well talking about privacy, why it is important to use VPN, because some dApps, some RPC URLs, they do track your IP. So yeah, if you want to master crypto security and become unhackable, you can enroll. There will be an exclusive discount code for you guys from the linker community, especially. Only the first people who use it will get 100% discount. If you use the code linker LNKR, simple, you'll get a 100% discount. And I hope if you did use it to leave a review. I want to hear your honest feedback. Have you learned something new from this? And yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, going back to the board, the 877 dev, there's other messages that he sent, such as this one where he's talking about, how's your experience been with a live chat, the community board? Well, this is just a proof of concept. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The original idea is to create something more like Reddit or even Twitter, hence the name boards instead of board or simply live chat. However, I've grown fond of this chat format and it might evolve into its own feature with additions like image uploads, thread responses, and more. That said, I'm still interested in exploring other possibilities. For example, enable PulseChain users to create their own forums or profiles is something I find fascinating. Blockchains admittedly aren't the most efficient medium for communication. They are fully traceable and less efficient compared to centralized servers for this kind of use case. So this feature might never become a major platform, but I still think it's pretty cool that we can fully communicate through blockchain. Another idea I'd like to explore is storing full websites on PulseChain and creating a user interface that allows people to load them. While this has nothing to do with Compound, I think it's an exciting concept. I don't blame you if this is not your area of interest, but I genuinely believe we could unlock some creative possibilities if more people experimented with innovative ideas instead of just deploying more tokens. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against tokens or crap coins. They have their place, but blockchains shouldn't revolve solely around them. You can follow and support projects doing something unique, even if it doesn't have a token. Not everything I work on will be related to the Compound protocol, and I encourage PulseChain developers to brainstorm, experiment, and explore different ideas. Remember, not every project has to be a success. What matters is transparency about your goals and intentions. Innovation requires experimentation, and the cycle of creating one token after another won't lead to anything groundbreaking. Let's try to push boundaries and discover what's truly possible. So big shout out to this dev, guys, honestly. And here he mentions, I can definitely get the Compound front end up and running in a relatively short time. If that's something the community wants, that would be cool, guys. Our own Compound.finance website. Just like how they created the PulseWin. Is it PulseWin? The PMaker, the MakerDAO front end where people were able to create polls and of course votes as well. So going back to the linker project, I also want to show you guys this linker league. Now, keep in mind the price here is actually incorrect. For some reason, it has the wrong price feed. But for you now to become a, let's say, super shark or a whale, 0.1% of the supply. If you guys didn't know, let's check it out here. You can see that the maximum supply of linker is actually just 1 million, and the current price is at $1.01, which is so cool. So again, how much is, if I scroll down here and see how much is it to become a, let's say, a dolphin first, is 0.01 of the supply. That's 100 links, so that's $100. And here you can see 1,000 link to become a shark, that's $1,000. And here to become a whale, that's $10,000. So that's huge, guys. To become a dolphin and above is actually very, very doable. And this is what I really like. This is very, very early. When you compare it to stuff like, let's just bring out Atropa. We might as well. Just do remember, I'm not saying that you should sell your Atropa to jump in on this. You'll be resetting your risk. I'm just saying that if you wanted to be early on something like Atropa, this is basically your next chance, not financial advice. I'm not guaranteeing anything. So if you look at Atropa and their league, you can see here, for example, to become a dolphin, that costs you basically 10,000. To become a shark, that's 100,000. To become a whale, that's crazy. That's 1 million already. So there's that. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy how early linker is indeed. And the fact that he has already proven his benevolence by pegging PSDC to PDAI. Like, that's so incredible. And just looking at other things. So we've seen here linker, that's 1 million supply. We spoke about Compound, right? Which I want to show you guys real quick here. You can see here linker. This is Compound. If I just type it here, comp. You'll see that this is Compound, right? The token that the voting token. You can see that linker now has become the thickest LP with comp. And if you scroll down here, you can see the pooled comp is 21,000. So because of this LP and how LP dynamics work with every buy and sell, this has become thicker and thicker, amassed 21,000 tokens. So is he going to reach to the 200,000 or the 400,000 that he needs? Will be an exciting ride for sure. This is early, guys. So do remember, this comes with high risk as well. Being this early is totally up to you, depending on your risk tolerance. Really, there's no guarantees in crypto. So please do keep that in mind. But we have other cool stuff as well that the dev has launched, like proof of volume. This is experimental, and there's a message from the dev here that I'll show you. If I scroll down a little bit, you can see here, proof of volume launch is just hours away. More details soon will be shared on Pastebin soon. Remember, don't buy it, mine it. I repeat, do not buy it. It can be mined. This is an experiment. It might work, it might not. Just have fun with it. The first ever proof of volume token only on PulseChain. So very interesting. So what is proof of volume, guys? What's crazy is that, yeah, basically he's telling you, do not buy it off the swap. You wanna mine it, which basically requires you sending, I believe, 2 million pulse to a smart contract that will basically mine or mint POV for you and send it back. How you can see more information, it is going to be in the community board. If you click on POV stats, and you can see here, it loads up. It's basically, by the way, just keep in mind, it's basically a bonding curve. So as time goes on, I believe you'll get less. But you can see here that this is still 100% efficient. This is beautiful. For example, you know, I think a few days ago, it used to give you, from the 2 million pulse, it'd give you 1,790 tokens. So now it's at 1,700. Still better than buying it off the swap, in my opinion, at least, because obviously you're contributing to the whole experiment. And how you can do this is, of course, sending the 2 million to the mining contract. Okay, and you receive it almost instantaneously. And actually with Rabbi, which I really like, before you click on confirm, it will show you the simulation results. This is why I really love Rabbi, by the way. It will show the simulation results, and it will tell you, oh yeah, you'll receive X amount of POV. This is what I like. So yeah, market cap is 180,000. And then yeah, certainly supply. This has, if you look here, it has a total max supply of 21 million. So same as Bitcoin. And what's crazy, guys, from the smart contract, which God knows what kind of, you know, sorcery he put in there. Look at the volume on some of those days, guys. 2.14 million in volume. Wow. Look at this. 2.4 million again. Like, it was crazy, because I remember back in those days, like in the 24th and 25th, like at Christmas time, I was watching the charts, and POV it actually, I think at some point it surpassed the highest volume token on PulseChain for the day, like more than WPLS, which is so crazy, guys. So crazy. It's almost like tempting for me to provide liquidity to this and see, you know, how much am I going to get back? But again, that does sound very, very risky. So keep that in mind. This is experimental, way more experimental than the utility token of Linker. So listen up, guys. I think I'm going to end the video there. I've talked about Linker. I've talked about the utility. I've talked about the whole mission to fix cDAI and what we need to do that, and that how cDAI is controlled by, you know, a non-functioning oracle in compound finance. So we need to have more comp, or the dev basically needs to accumulate more comp. So, you know, you're now being part of the community effort of this. I'm doing my part of the community by making this video. I've been anticipating to do this, and I think I've had my second best chance since my last time that I mentioned it in an ending of a video, because now we have a nice, beautiful correction. So yeah, I'm going to end the video there. I really hope you guys enjoy this, and let me know what you think down in the comments below. Share this video with your crypto bros, share it in other group chats. Let me know what you think of it. Join my Telegram in the description below. Join the conversation. Don't be left alone. Any questions you have, I will answer you. I'm there like 10 times a day. So yeah, take care, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.